Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our fourth session, the finals of Day 2 of the Division III National Swimming and Diving Championships from Greensboro Aquatic Center in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's been a fantastic meet of racing and a couple of records so far. The records, I thought, most individual records, given the top seed times, would be out of reach. But some of the relays I thought would be vulnerable, and that proved out last night in both 200 medleys, with Emory women and men breaking the national records. Tonight, not so sure, maybe the women's 200 free relay, which we're about to see here at the start of the evening's festivities. After these relays, we'll see finals in the 4 IM, 100 butterfly, 200 freestyle, and the evening will conclude with the 400 medley relays. And it looks like the consolation final of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay is ready to go. Our NCAA record is a 130.39 set last year by White, Gaboa, Hart, and Myris of Kenya. And of course, their last year's winner meet qualifying time is a 134.86. Again, this will be the consolation final, and lane 1 will be nearest to you.
By the Kenyan team of White, Gaboy, Hart, Myris.
For Bates in 1, it's Abigail Gibbons, Grace Wanger, Sophie Casserly, and Marjorie McLeod. Hamilton's in 2, Jade Matthias, Ashley Blessy, Carolyn Shen, and Sam Carlson. Calvin in 3, Maggie Farrell, Sydney Sunday, Megan Benjelik, Isabella Gable. Gustavus in 4, Ellen Hofstede, Marit Isaacson, Abby Yartz. Lucy Peterson, Chicago in 5, Emily Hsu, Annabella Levo, Chanel Kahn, Grace Schweiders. Williams is in 6, Samantha Kilcorn, Zora Vajovic, Gabriela Lopez-Ona, and Irene Yang, Ithaca in 7, Jane Pfeiffer, Abigail Ignagni, Sonia Malacher, and Emily Vandersleen, and Bowden in 8, Ella Martin, Tatum Zupnik, Cassie Neroni, and Ella Riccio. It looks to be Chicago with the lead at the 150, but pressing them in 3 was Calvin. Anchoring for Chicago is Grace Schweiders. For Calvin, Isabella Gable. And Gustavus in 4 now gets into the act. The Gustavus anchor is Lucy Peterson. It looks like, well, we'll see. Too close for me to call. And Gustavus does take it with Chicago's second, 8 100ths behind. Third to Calvin, another 14 100ths behind that. And we'll now be going to the championship final.
And now welcome out the championship final for the women's 200 free relay.
Well, we're waiting to walk up. Perhaps I'll read a few names here. Oh no, here they come.
Here in the championship for the women's 200 free relay, lane 1, MIT.
Don't you just love
lane 2, Pomona Pitzer.
Enthusiasm and smiles and celebratory nature.
Lane 5, Kenyon. Lane 6, Johns Hopkins. Lane 7, Denison. And in lane 8, NYU.
For MIT in 1, it's Yao, Selinger, Levine, and Wen. For Pomona Pitzer in 2, Brooks, Turvey, Gill, and Gould. Tufts is in 3, Morse, Cudney, Klingensmith, Ulmer, Emery in 4, Mackey, Cass, Seltniks, and Leon. Kenyon in 5, Campbell, Gaboy, Torricellis, Giroux, White, Johns Hopkins in 6, Lou, Elisea Jorgensen, Lar, and Gilginty. Denison in 7, Kroonquist, Palmroos, Ferguson, and Schulebrick, and NYU in 8, Oldham, McIntyre, Flynn, and Lafar. And here they come to the 100. And with a slight lead, the field nearly finished together there at the 100. Oh, good-looking start by Emery Seltniks. And she carries maybe a third of a body length into that 125 wall. Closest to her right now in lane 3 is Tufts Lily Klingensmith. Klingensmith having a very good meet. Great looking start by the anchor for Tufts, Caitlin Ulmer. She's chased now by Emery's Taylor Leon. And it looks like it's going to be Tufts and Emery. Leon moving well. I think the Eagles will take this one. And they do. 131.62. Tufts second and third to Kenyon at 132.31. Wow. You can see there on the graphic, Leon's anchor leg was 22.27. Kenyon's anchor, 22.32. Yeah, just like in the men where you start to see a lot of 19s these days, the 22s are populating the women's 50 freestyle. Most impressive. And welcome back to the meet, just in time for the finals of the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. Our NCAA record, a 1:18.06 set 11 years ago by Summers, Turk, Richardson, and Ramsey of Kenyon. Last year's winner was a 1:19.10 by MIT. To get here, it took a 1:21.3. In this consolation final, Bowden will be in lane 1. Tran, Grandpierre, Lee, and Ward. John Carroll in 2. McDonald, Argalius, Liddell, and Heller. Colby in 3. Mortimer, Cronenwetter, Zhang, and Zhu. Tufts in 4. Stearns, Sika, Duffy, and Labarge. The Merchant Marine Academy is in 5. McCraney, Schneider, Scherer, and Todd. Williams will be in 6. Whitcomb, Nickel, Charlotte, and Hart. NYU in 7. Han, Watanakan, Bazin, and Yao. And Johns Hopkins rounds out the consolation field. Wu, Klepp, Heyman, and Ryan. And they will be underway shortly.
This is the consolation final.
And they're nearly straight across at the 100. Seat time's actually only range 68/100ths of a second, so that is not a shock. And to the anchors. Now the edge looks to be Williams in lane 6. They are anchored by Zeb Hart. Swimming well in lane 8 is Ryan Spencer for Hopkins. And this is just way too close to call. In 4, perhaps? Yeah, Tufts comes back. Labarge, a great looking anchor leg for Tufts. 20.51. What's that? Sorry, 20.02.
Clear. And now welcome out the championship final for the men's 200 free relay. Lane 1, Bates. Lane 2, Suni Geneseo. Lane 3, Kenyon. Lane 4, Calvin. Lane 5, Emory. Lane 6, Chicago. Lane 7, MIT. And in lane 8, Carnegie Mellon.
Here we are, men's final. For Bates in 1, it's Corey, Barry, Pierce, and Marcolina. Geneseo's in 2, Crocker, Nielsen, Matthews, and Nielsen. Kenyon in 3, Dragolovich, Niehoff, De Silva, Brooks, Calvin in 4, Holsteg, Harris, Peterson, Campbell, Emery in 5, Goody, Pima, Bjornstedt, and Lefebvre. Chicago in 6, Jean, Starbuck, Tang, Kaselnikov, MIT in 7, Janicki, Obochi, Wu and Piercy and Carnegie Mellon's Feldman, Nagler, Despanda, and Lloyd. And in 3 and 4, our leaders now De Silva for Kenyon in 3, Calvin's 4 is Peterson. Oh, wow. Tremendous looking underwater work by De Silva. And great looking start though on the part of Corey Campbell for Calvin. So the Knights are right there with the Owls. But for Kenyon, Daniel Brooks anchors it with a 1949 to bring them home in 118.40. Really not so far off that record after all. Calvin was 2nd and 3rd to Emery in lane 5.
Here are the results now for the women's 200 free relay in consolations. Bates was 16th at 135.66. Ithaca was 15th at 135.07. Williams was 14th at 134.48. Bowden was 13th at 134.40. Hamilton was 12th at 134.22. Calvin was 11th at 134.03. Chicago was 10th at 133.89. And in 9th place at 133.81, Gustavus. Now, please welcome out the top 8 teams for awards in the championship of the 200 free relay.
In 6th place, their final time, 1:33.49 for Johns Hopkins. We have a tie for 4th place of 1:33.06, Denison and Pomona Pitcher. In 3rd place, their time was 1:32.31 for Kenyon. In 7th place, their time 1:31.97 for Tufts. And your national champions, women's 200 free relay, 1:31.62. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Results now for the men's 200 free relay. 16th was NYU at 122.39.
15th, Colby at 121.90. 14th, John Carroll at 121.81. The Merchant Marine Academy was 13th at 121.68. Johns Hopkins was 12th at 121.50. Bowden was 11th at 121.47. Williams was 10th at 121.45. And in 9th place, Tufts at 121.41. And now welcome out the men's top 8 teams, the championship for finalist awards.
Presenting the awards for the men's 200-free relay, Calvin head coach Dan Gillis.
In 8th place, their time was 121.24 for Carnegie Mellon. In 7th place, their time 121.11 for Bates. In 6th place, their time 120.65 for Suni Geneseo. In 5th place, their time 120.47 for MIT. In 4th place, their time 119.80 for Chicago. In 3rd place, their time 119.24 for Emory. In 2nd place, their time 118.85 for Calvin. And your national champions, men's 200 free relay at 118.40, Jordi Dragolovich, Mark Niehoff, KT De Silva, Daniel Brooks for Kenyon. Thank you, gentlemen. This is event 12, the women's 400 IM. The record 4:13.14 set in 2012 by Carolyn Wilson of Williams. Sophia Schmitz of Kenyon in 4, Sydney McCallie Kenyon in 5, Emmy Apple of Pomona Pitzer 6, Lily Cott of Williams in 7, and in lane 8 from Amherst, Megan Lee.
This is the consolation final for the women's 400 IM. NCAA record of 4:13.14. Last year's winner 4:16.83 by Molly Craig of Williams. Sarah Hoffman of Kenyon is in 1, 7th in the 500 last night. Gwen Wigant, centennial champion in this event and meet in conference record time for Swarthmore, is in 2. Candace Saxon of NYU in 3. Sophia Schmitz of Kenyon in 4. Sydney McCallie of Kenyon in 5. They were 12th and 13th in this event last year. Emmy Apple of Pomona Pitzer in 6, 8th in this event last year. Lily Codd, freshman at Williams, was 8th in last night's 500. And Megan Lee for Amherst, a sophomore, is in lane 8. She was 10th in the 500 yesterday. And as they approach the 250 wall for Kenyon in lane 4, Schmitz with the lead, albeit less than a body length, with Pomona, Pitzer's, Apple, and Codd of Williams in 6 and 7. And on the other side, Swarthmore's Wigant and NYU's Saxon also in the mix. They finished the breaststroke, and it is Schmitz and Apple. And Apple with a slight lead at the 350. 44 100ths for the Sage Hen. And now moving well in 3 for New York is Candace Saxon. I don't think she has the room to catch either of the two leaders. Apple over first, then Schmitz, and then Saxon. Closing well in lane 8 is Megan Lee for Amherst. I think she may end up 4th. 4:23.15 for Apple. 4:23.51 for Schmitz. And I see a DSQ come up on the board for Sydney McCallie of Kenyon. She was in lane 5. Again, in the 4 a.m., there are multiple places. 2 fly kicks off the breaststroke wall, a improper transition from backstroke to breaststroke, a non-two-handed touch in butterfly or breaststroke. And you can pretty technically these days about how you finish in the backstroke. Even I sometimes a bit confused by it, but there are very strict rules about not propelling yourself while you're on your back as you're going in off, say, into a freestyle leg. In any event, here come the championship finalists.
In lane 1, Augusta Lewis from CMS. Lane 2, Jordan Wenzel, St. Kate's. Lane 3, Savannah Sargent, Denison. Lane 4, Neely Burns, Trinity University. Lane 5, Sophia Verclaren, Williams. Lane 6, Tara Witkowski, Denison. Lane 7, Gabriella Way, Kenyon. And in lane 8 from Denison, Esme Wright.
And Denison, of course, is leading the team competition on the women's side, and here they have 3 competitors in the top 8. Which will not hurt their team standing at all. In any event, in lane 1, Augusta Lewis, senior at Claremont Mudd Scripps. She was the SCIAC champion this year, 5th in the 2IM last night. She's majoring in environment, economics, and politics. Jordan Wenzel, 5th-year student at St. Kate's, is in lane 2. She was 4th in the 2IM last night. She has been 4 times the swimmer of the year at the MIAC conference meet, and she is majoring in exercise science and nutrition. Savannah Sargent, 7th in this event last year, senior at Denison, is in the HES program. I believe that's health, exercise, and sports science. Neely Burns, freshman at Trinity, was the SCAC champion in meet and conference record fashion. She was that conference's swimmer of the year and was 7th in the 2IM last night. Sophia Verclaren, sophomore at Williams, won the 2IM last night. She was an SCAC champion in this event and yet another swimmer of the year in this heat. Tara Witkowski, junior at Denison, was 3rd in last night's 500. She is majoring in biology. Gabriella Y. of Kenyon is in 7th, 3rd in this event last year, and she won the NCAC event, or this event at NCACs this year. Esme Wright of Denison fills out the field. She was 6th in this event last year, and she is also a biology major. Claren is, it's got to be a minimum of 7 yards for her lead at the halfway point. Drawing within, let's say 4 yards or so, maybe 3. As our fastest qualifier, Burns. Burns hails from Phoenix. And she is making up some ground, or water. And what was 7 yards is now less than a body length, and with every stroke, Burns is closing on Verclaren, and they turn virtually together. Burns was over first. Clara now tough, but all of a sudden the lead is almost a body length with 50 remaining. Burns, the freshman at Trinity, looks like she'll give the Tigers an individual championship at this meet. Anna Sargent of Denison is swimming well in lane 3, and she's trying to close on McLaren, as is Bukowski of Denison. Unfortunately, my sight lines are not the best. I have missed Augusta Lewis, Claremont Mud Scripps, leading and victorious by almost 3 seconds. 4:15.73 for Lewis, second to Burns, and third to McLaren. Even. This is our consolation final in the men's 400 IM. NCAA record 3:46.62. Last year, Brian Fitzgerald of Kenyon won this with a 3:47.62. In lane 1, William O'Daffur, senior at Emory. He was 12th in this event last year and 8th in the 2 IM. Gavin Jones of Denison in 2. Lucas Conrads, his teammate, is in 3, 13th in this event last year. He was 12th in the 500 last night. Ryan Higgins of TCNJ in 4. Eric G., sophomore at Johns Hopkins, is in 5, 11th in the 4 IM last year. Noah Hargrove, a junior at Kenyon, is in 6. He was 13th in the 2 IM last night. Dalton Jobe, rookie of the year in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference, won this event in that conference meet. He's from Washington and Lee. And Matthew Hartshorn of Hopkins, a freshman, rounds out the field. The 250 ball and 4. That's Higgins for College of New Jersey. At his shoulder is Denison's Lucas Conrads, swimming well in 6. There's Hargrove for Kenyon, and with him is Hartshorn of Hopkins in lane 8. Alex Higgins of TCNJ with Kenyon's Hargrove moving up on him. Conrad's trying to stay with the both of them. Hartshorn of Hopkins still in the mix, but looks like he won't be able to keep up. And now Hargrove with some extra energy, he turns and now has a body length as they head for the finish. It's going to be a race for second between Conrads and Higgins. Higgins maybe with an edge, and he has it. 3:53.68 for Noah Hargrove in this consolation final. Higgins for second, 12 100ths behind him. Conrads of Denison, and fourth was Dalton Jobe of Washington and Lee.
And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the men's 400 individual medley. Lane 2, Gavin Foreman, College of New Jersey. Lane 3, Ryan Gibbons, Emory. Lane 4, Larry Yu, Pomona Pitzer. Lane 5, Danny Sibley, Wash U. Lane 6, Benjamin Thorson, Emory. Lane 7, Brian Fitzgerald, Kenyon. And in lane 8 from Kenyon, Ethan Mansky.
And here are our championship finalists for the men's 4IM. Milo Siglo for Chicago. He's 14th in the 500 last night. He's a computer science and economics major. Gavin Foreman, a freshman at TCNJ, was the Metropolitan Conference Rookie of the Year. He's majoring in economics. Ryan Gibbons, junior at Emory, was 4th in this event last year. Larry Yu, junior at Pomona Pitzer, was 7th in this event, 10th in last night's 500. The UAA champion, Danny Sibley, sophomore at Wash U, is in lane 5. He's majoring in mechanical engineering. Benjamin Thorson of Emory is in 6. Kenyon's Brian Fitzgerald, a defending champion, is in 7. He was also 3rd in last night's 500. And Ethan Mansky, freshman at Kenyon, is in lane 8. Sibley with right around a body length on Fitzgerald for Kenyon in lane 7. to this first length of breaststroke. Fitzgerald, our defending champion, now turning evenly with Sibley in lane 5. Brian Fitzgerald now drawing away. Now Thorson moving up on Sibley. And in lane 3, Ryan Gibbons now drawing even with Thorson. So we have a couple of Eagles chasing a bear. Fitzgerald seems to have this one well in hand, so he will repeat as champion in this event. I'm sure West Bend, Wisconsin are quite pleased to see Brian Fitzgerald swim this race in such fine fashion. Sibley looks a little tired, but he is hanging in there. They're coming up on Fitzgerald ever so slightly, but Fitzgerald is home with a 3:49.58. Runner-up to Sibley at 3:51.20, and Thorson's third, 3:52.07. 2 100ths in front of his teammate Ryan Gibbons. Quite a race.
Championship finalists, please report to awards ready immediately. Championship finalists, report to awards ready. Results now for the women's 400 IM consolations. Finishing 15th, Sarah Hoffman, Kenyon at 4:30.50. 14th was Lily Codd of Williams at 4:27.41. 13th, Quinn Wygant of Swarthmore at 4:27.26. 12th was Megan Lee of Amherst at 4:26.46. 11th, Candace Saxon of NYU at 4:25.33. 10th, Sophia Schmitz of Kenyon at 4:23.51. And in 9th place at 4:23.15 from Pomona Pitzer, Emmy Apple. And now welcome out the championship finalists for awards in the women's 500 IM. Presenting the awards for the women's 400 IM, Trinity coach Kathleen Pruden. In 8th place, her final time 4:26 flat from Kenyan Gabriella Way. In 7th place, her time 4:22.43 from St. Kate's Jordan Wenzel. In 6th place, her time 4:22.36 from Denison Esme Wright. In 5th place, her time 4:21.69 from Denison Tara Witkowski. In 4th place at 4:20.72 from Denison Savannah Sargent. In 3rd place, her time 4:20.60 from Williams Sophia Vercleren. In 2nd place, her time 4:18.50 from Trinity Neely Burns. And your national champion at a time of 4:15.73 from CMS. Please congratulate Augusta Lewis. Thank you, ladies. And now our results for the men's 400 IM. Consolation 16th, William O'Daffer of Emory at 3:59.64. 15th, Eric G. of Johns Hopkins at 3:58.10. 14th, Gavin Jones of Denison at 3:58.08. 13th, Matt Hartshorn of Johns Hopkins at 3:56.92. 12th, Dalton Job of Washington and Lee at 3:56.66. 11th, Lucas Conrads of Denison at 3:55.45. 10th, Ryan Higgins of College of New Jersey at 3:55.33. And in 9th place at 3:53.68, Kenyon's Noah Hargrove. Now welcome out the championship finalists for awards in the men's 400 IM.
And now I'm here with men's 400 IM champion from Kenyon, Brian Fitzgerald, a senior. Brian, you're the first individual champion this weekend from Kenyon. How does it feel to be a national champion?
Well, the record record is a good thing for one of us. Our program is built to produce national champions. So I think we're one of the guys.
You were seeded sixth coming into this event. What would it take to win that national championship despite a low seeding?
Well, this is some of the best coaches in the country, so they give me some tips, and that's what I took this conference week.
And what does it mean to you with all that support staff from the coaches and the great fan base and a great tradition here at Kenyon?
Honestly, it is a huge step on the Kenyon. It is probably the fastest and easiest way to get this level of sport is just to work with these people and these teammates.
And Brian Fitzgerald, 400 IM champion.
And now to our second individual sets of finals for this evening. This will start with the women's 100-yard butterfly. NCAA record of 52.64 by Kirsten Nitz of Wheatonville, Illinois, 9 years ago now. In the consolation final, Emily Chu of Chicago is in 1. She was tied for 13th last night in the 50. Phoebe Ferguson of Denison in 2. Amber Cronquist of Denison in 3. Jade Volteni of Tufts in 4. Olivia Smith, 4th in this event last year for Kenyon, is in 5. Maya Palmers of Denver in 6. Greta Gidley of Hope in 7. She was runner-up in last night's 2IM. And Emma Schulman of Williams is in 8. And it is Smith, not quite a body length on almost the entire rest of the field at the 75. She picks up a little more distance, and Smith has this one well in hand. The race for second is far too close for me to call. And it's actually Emily Sue of Chicago in lane 1, with Cronquist of Denison 3rd and 4th. Well, no, a tie for 3rd, actually. Gidley of Hope tied with Cronquist of Denison.
And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the women's 100 butterfly. Lane 2, Kate Brush, Colorado College. Lane 3, Emma Pritchett, Denison. Lane 4, Alex Turvey, Pomona Pitzer. Lane 5, Lily Klingensmith, Tufts. Lane 6, Samantha Kilcoyne, Williams. Lane 7, Carolyn Mackey, Emory. And in lane 8 from Calvin, Maggie Farrell.
Taylor Leone of Emory in 1, Kate Brush for Colorado College in 2, Emma Pritchett of Denison in 3, Alex Turvey, our fastest qualifier for the Sagehens in 4, Lily Klingensmith of Tufts in 5, Samantha Kilcoyne of Williams in 6, Carolyn Mackey of Emory in 7, and Calvin's Maggie Farrell in 8. Farrell, the MIA championship, Leone, the UAA champion, Kate Brush, the SCAC champion, SCIAC champ, Turvey, you get the picture. And it's a tightly bunched field. Klingensmith of Tough looked like she had a slight edge of that 75 wall. And she does, and I think this is going to go to freshman Lily Klingensmith. And it does at 53-65. She's got 6/10 on Emma Pritchett of Denison, and third was Samantha Kilcoy of the East women of Williams. And now we're going to go to the men's 100 butterfly, the consolation final first, of course. The NCAA record is a 46-46 set in November of 21. Jessie Sangonzi set the meet record last year at 46.
This is event 15, the men's 100 butterfly. The record is 46-46
consolation
set in 2021.
Jared Zhang of Chicago in 1. Garrett Clausen, our 200 IM champion, in 2. Avery Clapp, freshman at Hopkins, in 3. Ryan So, senior at Emory, in 4. He led off that record-setting relay in the backstroke last night. Frank Applebaum of Claremont Mud Scripps, our 200 butterfly record holder, is in 5. Michael Cole, the SCAC champion and swimmer of the year for Trinity, is in 6. Armand Sika of Tufts in 7. Kyle Stobby for WPI in 8.
Here in the consolation for the men's 100 butterfly, Jared Zhang of Chicago in 1, Garrett Clayson of Chicago in 2, Avery Clapp of Johns Hopkins in 3, Ryan So of Emory 4, Frank Applebaum of CMS in 5, Michael Cole of Trinity University 6, Armand Sika of Tufts in 7, and in lane 8 of WPI, Kyle Stauby.
And it is So of Emory. He's got a body length that's a 75. Rest of the field tight behind him. And now here comes Claremont's Applebaum. This looks like maybe Applebaum will take it on the glide into the wall. He does not. It's actually Clausen of Chicago, 47-48. 6 100ths in front of Applebaum. And third place, 47-74. For our early leader, So Clausen, a 9th place in the 100 butterfly to go with his 2IM championship.
And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the men's 100 butterfly. Here in the championship for the men's 100 butterfly, lane 1, Leo Han, NYU. Lane 2, Marco Kurtinich, Kenyan. Lane 3, Tanner Fillion, Whitman. Lane 4, Jessie Sangonzi, Chicago. Lane 5, KT De Silva, Kenyan. Lane 6, Liam McDonald, John Carroll. Lane 7, Neil Mortimer, Colby. And in lane 8 from Millsaps, Brian Sullivan.
Sangonzi of Chicago will be looking to defend his champion. He was also a UAA champ this year. Krichnich of Kenyon was the NCAC champion. A.M. McDonald, the Ohio Athletic Conference champion and swimmer of the year. Brian Sullivan of Millsaps, the SAA champ and their swimmer of the year. And field is nearly straight across at the 75 wall. St. Gonzi may have a very slight lead. Wow. Swimming well in 2 is Krichnich, and he took it, 46.51, and that stands as a new meet record, 46.51 for Marco Krichnich of Kenyon. A victory, only 5 100ths off of David Fitch's record, also a Kenyon swimmer.
Championship finalists, 2 awards ready. We're also looking for Coach Adam
third
Hoyt
went to
of
Tanner
Tufts,
Fillion,
Hoyt of Tufts
who
representation.
came in seated at 49.75, went 47.4 this morning, and then went 46.83 tonight. Pity they don't have another championship final. Maybe he'd win it.
We need Adam Hoyt of Tufts and Will Dabrowski for representation. Results now for the women's 100 butterfly consolation. 16th, Emma Shulman of Williams at 56.70. 15th, Phoebe Ferguson of Denison at 56.20. 14th, Jade Fulteni of Tufts at 55.86. 13th, Maya Palmroos of Denison at 55.80. We had a tie for 11th at 55.75. Denison's Amber Kronquist, Hope College's Greta Gidley. In 10th place with a time of 55.59, Chicago's Emily Chu. And in 9th place at 54.56 from Kenyon, Olivia Smith. Please welcome out the championship finalists for awards in the women's 100 butterfly. Thank you, ladies. Results from the men's and butterfly consolation: 16th Nicole of Trinity at 48.47, 15th Kyle Staubby of Worcester Polytech at 48.27, 14th Avery Clapp of John Hopkins at 48.13, 13th Jared Jang of Chicago 48.03, 12th place Armin Sika of Tufts at 47.94, 11th place Ryan So of Emory at 47.74. In 10th place Frank Applebaum of CMS at 47.54. And in 9th place at 47.48 from Chicago, Garrett Clayson. And now the championship finalists come out for awards in the men's 100 butterfly. Presenting the awards for the men's 100 butterfly, Millsaps coach Will Dabrowski. In 8th place, his time 48.09 from NYU, Leo Hahn. In 7th place, his time 47.92 from Millsaps, Brian Sullivan. In 6th place, his time 47.62 from Colby, Neil Mortimer. In 5th place, his time 47.13 from Kenyan, KT De Silva. In 4th place, his time 46.92 from John Carroll, Liam McDonald. In 3rd place, his time 46.83 from Whitman, Tanner Fillion. And under the old meet record, and in 2nd place at 46.68 from Chicago, Jesse Singanzi. And your national champion, also under the meet record at 46.51 from Kenya. And please congratulate Marko Kurtinic. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're also from Serbia as well, recently to represent Kenya here, but you're from Serbia as well. I have much luck for my country, and I want to say thanks for the support. There you have it, the national champion.
All right, 100 Butterfly Awards given and interviews given. We now move to the final individual events of the evening, the 200 freestyles. Our NCAA record in the women's 200 is a 144.82, set 12 years ago by Kendra Stern of Amherst. Claire Brennan of Tufts is our defending champion at 148.46. Emily Harris, freshman at Denison, is in 1. She was 5th in the 500 last night. Michelle Liu, sophomore at Hopkins, was 16th last year. Caitlin Isaacoff of Tufts in lane 3. Jessica Gordon, senior at Amherst, in 4, 11th in this event last year, 6th in the 500 last night. Michelle Borgian of Emory in 5. Georgia Panitz, senior at Williams, in 6. 13th in the 500 last night. Isabella Gable from Calvin is in 7. She was the MIAA champion in this event. And Frances Hayward of Williams is in lane 8. And it is Isaacoff as they approach the 100. She turns about a half body length in front of Calvin's Gable. Now moving up on Isaacoff's shoulder, Gordon for Amherst. And Gordon comes off that wall nicely and draws even as they approach the halfway point. Looks like Gordon will be over first, and she is halfway, 150, 121.37. 3/10 now up on Isaacoff. And now Gordon pulling away, and she'll have this one by a body length. Currently second, I think, will be Gable, and it is 149.62 for Gordon. Gable second in 150.62, and even second behind, and third 150.94 for Caitlin Isaacoff of the Jumbos.
And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the women's 200 freestyle. Here in the championship for the women's 200 freestyle, lane 1, Grace Wenger Bates. Lane 2, Karen Zhao Chicago. Lane 3, Claire Brennan Tufts. Lane 4, Tara Cullerbrook Denison. Lane 5, Kaylee McIntyre NYU. Lane 6, Taryn Wisner Denison. Lane 7, Anna Pfuffer Denison. And in lane 8 from Johns Hopkins, Kristen Cornish.
Grace Wanger of Bates is in 1. Karen Zhao, sophomore at Chicago, majoring in business economics, in 2. Claire Brennan is our defending champion for Tufts. She's in 3. She's a political science and English major. Tara Schulebrick, senior at Denison, in 4. Runner-up in last night's 50, majoring in psychology. Kaylee McIntyre, our 50 champion and UAA champion in this event for NYU, is in 5. She's majoring in history. Taryn Wisner, sophomore at Denison, is in 6. Runner-up in last night's 500, also a psych major. Anna Pfeiffer of Denison, 13th in this event last year. She's majoring in data analytics and computer science. And Kristen Cornish, our champion in the 500 last night for Johns Hopkins, is in lane 8. And here we go. Kaylee McIntyre. McIntyre pulling away to the 150. She has a body length. And she is over first, and frankly, I don't see anyone catching her. 2 wins for this freshman at this meet. She will win by a slightly more than a body length. Second too close to call. And it goes to Taryn Wisner for Denison. And on the other side, Gillibrand for Denison, 3rd. 147.44 for McIntyre. 148.80 for Taryn Wisner. And 149.03 for Gillibrand.
This is event 17, the men's 200 freestyle. The NCAA record, 135.52, set last year by Williams's Jamie Levette.
In this consolation final for the men, Corona Pitzer's Tag Kerwin is in 1. Mark Lipkin for WashU in 2. Trenton Edwards, or Pace Edwards, for WashU in 3. Justin Finkel, Connecticut College in 4. Kyle Garcia of Chicago in 5. Jaden Luo for MIT in 6. Alexander Atherton, sophomore at Williams in 7. And Colin Twiss, the NUMEC champion for Coast Guard, is in lane 8. And Finkel has simply dropped everybody. He certainly was finishing very, very well. Prima had things in hand, but I think I said earlier, Finkel was closing rapidly at the finish of that 500. And here, apparently, he doesn't even need a rapid finish. He's got this one to himself. Second will be very close between Garcia and Luo. 136.35 for Justin Finkel. Pretty good time, I would say, coming out of the consolation final. Yeah, that wouldn't be impossible to see that one actually stand up as the best time tonight, but we'll see. Second to Garcia, and third to Luo of MIT.
And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the men's 200 freestyle. Here in the championship for the men's 200, in lane 1, Oliver Shillette Williams. Lane 2, Yuri Koshin, Kenyan. Lane 3, Nick Gowdy, Emory. Lane 4, Mason Kelber, Wash U. Lane 5, James McChesney, College of New Jersey. Lane 6, Nathaniel Yode, NYU. Lane 7, Pat Pima, Emory. And in lane 8 from Chicago, Arthur Koselnikov.
In lane 1, Oliver Shallett, sophomore at Williams. Yuri Kosian of Kenyon in 2. Nick Goody, junior at Emory in 3. Mason Kelber of WashU in 4. Jason McKesney of TCNJ in 5. Nathaniel Yao of New York in 6. Pat Pima, a 500 champion last night, is in 7. He was also UAA champion in this event. And Arthur Koselnikov, senior at Chicago, was in lane 8. He was 8th in last night's 200. And there's Pima in lane 7. Even with him is McKesney of TCNJ, and about a half body length back to him is Kelber, our fastest seed. And as they approach the 150, Pima and McKesney. Kelber a body length back, and Kelber's got plenty of company in the form of Goody and Kosian. And this is just face to face. Now McKenzie moving well. Pima dropping back. Pima will get second. McKesney of TCNJ will take this one. 134. 74. Holy mackerel. We are talking about a new Division III record. 134.74. The first sub 135 in Division III history. That is quite a swim, ladies and gentlemen. A really great swim. 134.74. That's definitely going to count as one of the great highlights of the meet, as well as Emory's 200 medley relay last night. That breaks, well, that's both meet and overall records. As a matter of fact, the one, let's see, 135.52 was the NCAA record, and you can see that's about 7/10 off of that, which is quite impressive when we're talking about only a 200. 134.74.
As we parade out our final divers for the men's 1 meter tonight. Diving first from Kenyon, Mason Fischel. Diving second from Williams, Kobe Trey. Diving third from SUNY Geneseo, Jacob Callis. Diving fourth from Carnegie Mellon, James Kyle. Diving fifth from Carnegie Mellon, Judd Kyle. Diving sixth from SUNY Geneseo, Trent Makowicz. Diving seventh from Emory, Lucas Bumgarner. And diving in the 8th position from Kenyon, Israel Zavaleta. Good luck tonight, gentlemen. Results now for the women's 200 freestyle consolation. 16th, Michelle Liu of Johns Hopkins at 155.04. 15th place, Frances Hayward of Williams at 152.50. 14th place, Emily Harris of Denison at 152.12. 13th place, Georgia Panitz of Williams at 151.63. 12th place, Michelle Borgigan of Emory at 151.19. The 11th place at 150.94 from Tufts, Caitlin Isikoff. In 10th place at 150.62 from Calvin, Isabella Gable. And in 9th place at 149.62 from Amherst, Jessica Gordon. And now welcome out the championship finalists for awards in the 200 freestyle. Presenting the awards for the women's 200 freestyle, Trevor Mealy, NYU. In 8th place, her time 151.41 from Bates, Grace Wenger. In 7th place, her time 150.81 from Denison, Anna Pfuffer. In 6th place, her time 150.73 from Tufts, Claire Brennan. In 5th place, her time 150.66 from Johns Hopkins, Kristen Cornish. In 4th place, her final time 150.34 from Chicago, Karen Chow. In 3rd place, her final time 149.03 from Denison, Tara Kullebreck. In 2nd place, her time 148.80 from Denison, Taryn Wisner. And your national champion, the women's 200 freestyle at 147.44 from NYU. Please congratulate Kaylee McIntyre. Thank you, ladies. Results now for the men's 200 freestyle consolation. 16th, Tag Kerwin of Pomona Pitzer at 139.12. 15th, Alexander Atherton of Williams, 139.04. 14th, Mark Lipkin, Wash U at 138.81. 13th, Trenton Edwards, Wash U at 138.78. 12th, Colin Twiss of the Coast Guard at 138.65. 11th, Jaden Lowe of MIT at 138.24. 10th, Kyle Garcia, Chicago at 137.96. And in 9th place at 136.35 from Connecticut College, Justin Finkel. And now welcome out the championship flyers for awards in the men's 200 freestyle. The awards from College of New Jersey, David Dow. In 8th place, his time 139.19 from Williams, Oliver Chalette. In 7th place, his time 139.05 from Chicago, Arthur Koselnikov. In 6th place at 137.97 from NYU, Nathaniel Yo. In 5th place, his time 137.58 from Kenyan, Yuri Koshin. In fourth place, his time 1:37.28 from Emory, Nick Gowdy. In third place, his final time 1:37.06 from Wash U, Mason Kelber. In second place, his final time 1:36.09 from Emory, Pat Pima. And your national champion with a national record 1:34.74 from College of New Jersey. Please congratulate James McChesney.
James McChesney, your new champion of the national record.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the championship final for the men's 1 meter. We are ready. That's it. We begin. Mason Fishel, Kenyon, 405C, 3.1. The awards: 5 1/2, 4, 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 6, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. Kobe Trey, Williams College, 105B, 2.6. Awards: 5, 6, 5 1/2, 5, 5, 5, 5. Jacob Callis, SUNY Geneseo, 105B, 2.6. Awards: 6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 7, 6. James Kyle, Carnegie Mellon, 105B, 2.6. Awards: 7, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 8, 7, 7. Judson Kyle, Carnegie Mellon, 403B, 2.4. Awards: 6 1/2, 6, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7 1/2. Trent McCoyage, SUNY Geneseo, 5134D, 2.6. Awards 7, 7, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 7, 7 1/2. Lucas Bumgarner Emery 5335D 3.0. Awards 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6. Israel Zavaleta Kenyan 405C 3.1. Awards 8, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2. Thank you. Mason 105B 2.6. Awards 6, 6, 6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 6. Kobe 203B 2.3. Awards 7, 8, 8, 7 1/2, 8, 7 1/2, 7 1/2. Jacob 305C 3.0. Awards 5 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 4 1/2, 5, 5, 4 1/2. James 203B 2.3. Awards 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 7, 5 1/2, 5, 6. Judd 405C 3.1. Awards 8, 7, 8 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7, 7. Trent 105B 2.6. Awards 5 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. Lucas 107C 3.0. Awards 5, 5, 5, 5 1/2, 5, 5, 4 1/2. Israel 107B 3.3. Awards 6, 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 6, 5 1/2. Mason 203B 2.3. Awards 6 1/2, 6, 6, 7, 6, 6, 6 1/2. Kobe 303B 2.4. Awards 6 1/2, 7, 7, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 8. Jacob 205C 3.0. Awards 5 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 5, 5, 5 1/2, 5. James 303B 2.4. Awards 4, 4 1/2, 4, 4, 3 1/2, 4, 4. Judd 105B 2.6. Awards 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7, 7, 6. Trent 5335D 3.0. Awards 6, 5 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 6, 5 1/2, 6. Lucas 5152B 3.2. Awards 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. Israel 205C 3.0. Awards 6 1/2, 7, 6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6. Mason 303B, 2.4. Awards 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 5, 4 1/2, 5, 3 1/2, 4 1/2. Kobe 5134D, 2.6. Awards 6, 7, 6 1/2, 7 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. Jacob 403B, 2.4. Awards 6, 5 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6. James 403B, 2.4. Awards 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 8, 8, 7 1/2, 8, 7 1/2. Judd 305C, 3.0. Awards 6 1/2, 6, 6, 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 5, 5. Trent 305C, 3.0. Awards 6, 6 1/2, 6, 6, 6 1/2, 6, 6. Lucas 205C, 3.0. Awards 5 1/2, 6, 5 1/2, 6, 5, 5, 4. Israel 305B, 3.2. Awards 7, 6 1/2, 7, 7 1/2, 7, 7, 6 1/2. Mason 5233D, 2.5. Awards 6, 6, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. Kobe 403B 2.4. Awards 7, 7 1/2, 7, 7 1/2, 7, 8, 7. Jacob 405C 3.1. Awards 6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 6. James 405C 3.1. Awards 7, 7, 7, 7 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 6. Judd 205C 3.0. Awards 6, 5, 6, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. Trent 205C 3.0. Awards 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 6, 6 1/2, 5 1/2. Lucas 305C 3.0. Awards 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2. Israel 5152B 3.2. Awards 8 1/2, 8, 7, 8, 7, 7 1/2, 7. To the final round, Mason Fischel 5333D 2.6. Awards 6, 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2. Kobe 52-33 D 2.5. Awards 7, 7, 7 1/2, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 7. Jacob Callis 51-34 D 2.6. Awards 6 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. James Kyle 52-33 D 2.5. Awards 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7, 7, 6 1/2, 6, 5 1/2. Judd Kyle 52-33 D 2.5. Awards 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 6. Trent Makowicz 405C 3.1. Awards 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4, 5 1/2, 4 1/2, 5, 4. Lucas Bumgarner 405C 3.1. Awards 8, 8 1/2, 7, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 8, 6 1/2. Our final dive in men's 1 meter, Israel Zavaleta 53-35 D 3.0. The awards 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 9. And that is a record. The 602 total, if it holds, will be the record for Israel Zavaleta. Results now for the men's 1-meter diving. This afternoon in consolation, 16th place John Berline of Rhodes at 4:16.90. 15th place Quincy Cabe of Wisconsin-Eau Claire at 4:18.30. 14th Christian Kowalski of Denison at 4:32.80. 13th Andrew Chen of Chicago at 4:34.55. 12th place Connor Compton of Alfred State at 4:35.15. 11th place Logan Sherwin of Chicago at 4:37. 10th place David Benko of MIT at 4:59.50. And in 9th place at 4:62.40 from Birmingham Southern, Justin Toth. Now please welcome out the top 8 divers for awards in men's 1-meter. .57.45 from Kenyan Mason Fishel. In 7th place, his final total 4:73.10 from SUNY Geneseo, Jacob Callis. In 6th place, his final total 4:76 even from Carnegie Mellon, James Kyle. In 5th place, his final total 4:77 from Williams, Kobe Trey. In 4th place, his final total 4:90.75 from SUNY Geneseo, Trent Makowicz. In 3rd place, his total 4:97.20 from Carnegie Mellon, Judd Kyle. In 2nd place, his final total 5:20.50 from Emory, Lucas Bumgarner. And your men's national champion in 1-meter, who needs a stinking record? It's now 602 points. National record for Kenyans, Israel Zavaleta.
Feels awesome. It means the world to me. I'm just happy to be able to celebrate the whole team. Unfortunately, my family is not here, but you know, they're always present in my heart.
You now own the national record in the 1-meter dive with 6:02 flat. What does that national record mean to you after coming 2 points shy last year of the record in the championship?
Well, it's been a tough year. I had a couple injuries, so just being here, breaking the record, it's everything to me.
And I saw you up there with your teammate Mason Fisher, who also got 8 diving as well. You had a really nice moment up there on the podium as well. What does a teammate like that mean to you, who both got all American in it? And do you guys push each other every day at practice?
Yeah, well, Mason is an amazing individual. I love him. He's put the work, and I'm just proud of him. He's always there, pushing me in the positive way. So, Mason, you're awesome! Okay, fans, you need to stand up and stretch, because here comes the t-shirt toss.
And I'm once again sitting amidst a hail of t-shirts. Okay, almost got beamed by that one. Okay, well, if I tried throwing stuff like that, My elbow had come out of its socket. In any event, we will resume shortly with the final events of the evening, the 400-yard medley relays. In the women, the NCAA record is 3:38.05, set just last year by Smith, Fadley, Hart, and Myris of Kenyon. To get here, you had to do a 3:48.82. In this consolation final, Johns Hopkins is in one, Roche, Verhoeven, Davis, and anchor I don't have access to, Swarthmore in two, Saromi, Rodoval, Wong, and Anthony. And in three for Hope, Kraus, Ryle, Gidley, and Wilsiniak. Bates in four, Casserly, Gibbons, Young, and Wanger, and we'll let them start. In lane 5, Tufts, Hagberg, Wheeler, Isaacoff, and Brennan. In 6, Cody Mellon, Sung, Lambert, Zhu, and Zabo. In 7, for Bowden, Martin, Roberts, Zupnik, and Riccio. And for Claremont Mudscripts in 8, Mitchum, Mayfield, Byung, and Bunicia. Bates is leading. That's Abigail Gibbons in the lead. With a slightly different style in her breaststroke than most. She's driving forward, but the chin doesn't come down quite as far as is commonly seen. However, there's no question about how fast she's going. And for Bowden out in lane 7, now they're within half a body length. Roberts will swim in breaststroke for the Polar Bears. And into the butterfly leg. For Bates, it is Natalie Young. Bowden, Tatum Zupnik. Now, actually moving by Zupnik in 5. That's Brennan. Excuse me, that was Isaacoff for Tufts. Isaacoff and Zupnik now leading the way at the 275. And actually, the field is tightening up quite nicely. This will be anybody's race as they head to the finishing leg. Great looking start on the part of the Tufts anchor, Claire Brennan. Riccio anchoring for Bowden. And down here in lane 2, that is El Anthony for Swarthmore, and she is moving very well. Looks to be a 3-person race here. And Anthony turns together with Brennan. Brennan picks up a little bit of ground and now closing very well in 4 as the Bates anchor Wanger. Too close to call. It does go to Tufts, anchored by Claire Brennan. Runner up to Swarthmore at 3:47 flat, and third in that heat, Grace Wenger and Bates at 3:47.06.
And now welcome out the championship final heat for the women's 400 medley relay. Here in the championship for the women's 400 medley relay, lane 1, Chicago. Lane 2, MIT. Lane 3, Denison. Lane 4, Williams. Lane 5, Kenyon. Lane 6, Emory. Lane 7, NYU. And in lane 8, Pomona Pitzer.
For Chicago in 1, it's Ioana Yorgopoulos, Alicia Susai, Emily Hsu, Karen Zhao. MIT in 2, Kate Augustin, Edena Chen, Lauren Levy, and Sonia Seliger. Denison in 3, Taryn Wisner, Christina Crane, Emma Pritchett, and Tara Chulabrook. Williams in 4, Sophia Verclaren, Amanda Wager, Samantha Kilcoyne, and Georgia Panitz. Kenyans in 5, Olivia Smith, Jenna Fadley, Anna Axis, Alexandra White. Emory in 6, Megan Jungers, Anna Glauniak, Taylor Leone, and Carolyn Mackey. I believe that's the same quartet that set the 200 medley relay last night. NYU in 7, Jess Flynn, Anna Lee, Bella Brosvik, and Kaylee McIntyre. And Pomona Pitzer in 8, Emily Brooks, Alex Gill, Alex Turvey, and Katie Gould. And as they reach the 150, Fadley has gone out to at least a half body length over MIT's Edena Chen. And Chen, a wonderful looking break out there, and she picks up a foot or two on Fadley. Now it looks to be back to body length or a little less at the 175 wall. Chen moving well, slightly less than a body length at the 150. Swimming butterfly, Anya Akshus for Kenyon. For MIT, Lauren Levy, a freshman. And lane 4, Samantha Kilcoyne for the EAF women. And also swimming well is Emery's Taylor Leon, but right now Kenyon's got, I would say, around a 3-yard lead or so. And that's just tightening up slightly, but it'll still be a body length for the Owls at the 300. Williams now in second. Alexandra White anchoring for Kenyon. Georgia Penitz for Williams in 4. And on the other side in lane 6, that's Emory's Carolyn Mackey. But White is dropping the both of them. 12:33. A strong second 50 puts them very close to a new record. And this will be Kenyon. White tightening up slightly. They won't catch her though. It's just a matter of the race for second, moving well in lane 2 with Seliger for MIT. Kenyon takes it at 3:39.28. Runner-up.
Coaches, swimmers, fans, the men's medley relay will start at 8:40.
Third place there, MIT 3:41.49. 3/10 in front of Williams. And we're now just a moment or two away from the consolation final of the men's 400-yard medley relay. Our record is 3:10.51, set 6 years ago now by Ono, Wilson, Baker, and Smith of Emory. Last year's winner was Chicago with a 3:11.99. In our consolation final in lane 1, Trinity University, Lanzera, Southwell, Cole, and Early. John Carroll will be in 2. McDonald, Vinos, Holm, and Heller wash you in 3. McCormick, Bick, Gomez, and Sibley. Carnegie Mellon in 4. Despande, Kolbita, Tarzinski, and Feldman. For Calvin in 5, Holsteg, Gemen, Cami, and Harris. TCNJ in 6, good job, Van Deveen, McKesney, and Kaler. And NYU in 7, Eberon, Chang, Han, and Watanakan. And Swarthmore in 8, Luckner, Karpenko, Wilson, and Wiscavage. We are ready to go. Nice looking underwater work in lane 2 by John Carroll's Liam McDonald. And he's got a body length as he breaks out just a mere 10 yards from the 75 wall. And he holds his underwaters again, and he will have that body length as he leads off the John Carroll relay. 46-61 for that split for Liam McDonald. Swimming breaststroke for John Carroll is Jonah Venus. He's still over a body length up on Bick of Wash U in 3 and Carnegie Mellon's Max Kobita. Now the lead is extended. Currently second is Kobita of Carnegie Mellon, but everybody has some catching up to do here. Swimming butterfly for John Carroll. Owen Holm, a freshman. Tarzinski for Carnegie Mellon. For Wash U, it's Nico Gomez. And now moving well in lanes 5 and 6 are Julian Cami of Calvin and James McKedney, our brand new record holder in the 200 freestyle for the TCNJ Lions. And Tarzinski now has caught home, and they leave together. 30.7 and 0.72 for Carnegie Mellon. So anyone's race right now. Anchoring for Carnegie Mellon is Eric Feldman, a senior, and he already has nearly a body length on Michael Heller anchoring for John Carroll. And it looks as though this will be the Tartans, who are our fastest qualifiers in this consolation final. And it's the Tartans home first with John Carroll second, third to Jacob Harris and Calvin in lane 5.
And now welcome out the championship finalists for the men's 400 medley relay. Here in the championship for the men's 400 medley relay, lane 1, Tufts. Lane 2, Williams. Lane 3, Chicago. Lane 4, Kenyon. Lane 5, MIT. Lane 6, Emory. Lane 7, Denison. And in lane 8, Johns Hopkins.
Lundgren, Adams, Schreier, and Labarge. In 2, it's Williams, Whitcomb, Grover, Nickel, and Charlotte. Chicago in 3, J.P. Phillips, Clausen, Sengonzi, and Veselnikov. Kenyon is in 4, Kosian, Weeks, Kritsnich, and Dragalevich. MIT in 5, Janicki, McCarron, Peng, and Obochi. Emery in 6, So, Hamilton, Eccles, and Goody. Denison in 7, Card, Vinos, Kurlick, and Daly. And in lane 8, Johns Hopkins, Rua, Wu, Klepp, and Ryan. McCarron for the Engineers in lane 5. Is out with a body length or so on Weeks for Kenyon. And close to them is Grover for Williams in lane 2. Grover moving, and he is just a touch or so, probably a few tenths behind. Swimming butterfly for MIT is Michael Peng, a freshman. For Kenyon, it's Kritsnich. And here's Jesse Sengonzi in lane 3 for Chicago. Second in the 100 butterfly earlier. Have Nickel of Williams in 2. Jeff Eccles of Emory out there in lane 6 has some work to do. And we've got nearly 4 across here at the 300 wall. Bochi in 5, and Dragalevich for Kenyon in 4. That is Veselnikov of Chicago in 3, but it looks like it's going to be Kenyon and MIT to the wire. They are face to face. As Dragalevich edging forward, and he is. With a 3:11.39 to a 3:11.63 for MIT. Third to Chicago, 3:12.76.
The championship heat is clear.
Well, a very entertaining race to finish the evening. Face-to-face race between Kenyon and MIT. Goes the way of Kenyon by a little bit of distance, but not too much. Great way to end the evening. We did see two records tonight. An astonishing 134.74 by James McKesney of TCNJ, and then an absolutely amazing exhibition of diving expertise by Israel Zevalada of Kenyon, who set a new national record of 602.0 points. So, great evening, and we are looking more to come. We're only halfway done with this, and I hope you all are looking forward, as much as I am, to the next couple of days. Safe travels, everyone.
In the consolation final of the men's 400 medley relay, lane 7 was disqualified. Exchange between the third and fourth swimmer. Steve Custer of Williams for presentation, please. Steve Custer of Williams for presentation. Results now for the women's 400 medley relay. Consolations, 15th, Johns Hopkins at 3:50.38. Hope College, 14th at 3:48.19. Carnegie Mellon, 13th at 3:48.04. Bowdoin, 12th at 3:47.12. Bates, 11th at 3:47.06. Swarthmore, 10th at 3:47 flat. And in 9th place at 3:46.48, Tufts. And now please welcome out the championship finalists for the women's 400 medley relay. Presenting the awards for the women's 400 medley relay, Williams coach Steve Custer. In 8th place, their final time, 3:46.92 for Chicago. In 7th place, their final time, 3:44.73 for Pomona Pitzer. In sixth place, their final time 3:43.92 for NYU. In fifth place, their final time 3:42.41 for Denison. In fourth place, their final time 3:41.79 for Williams. In third place, their final time 3:41.49 for MIT. In second place, their final time 3:41.15 for Emory. And your national champions in the women's 4 medley relay at 3:39.28, Olivia Smith, Jenna Fadley, Anna Axis, Alexandra White. Please congratulate Kenyon. Thank you, ladies. Results now in the men's 400 medley relay consolations. 15th place, Swarthmore at 3:20.85. 14th, Trinity University at 3:19.52. 13th, College of New Jersey at 3:18.38. 12th, Wash U at 3:17.76. 11th place, Calvin at 3:17.61. 10th place, John Carroll at 3:16.78. And in 9th place at 3:15.80, Carnegie Mellon. And now please welcome up the championship final teams for the men's 400 medley relay awards. Presenting the awards for the men's 400 medley relay, Meg Sisson-French of MIT. In 8th place, their final time 3:16.40 for Denison. In 7th place, their time 3:16.16 for Johns Hopkins. In 6th place, their final time 3:16.13 for Tufts. In 5th place, their final time 3:14.53 for Emory. In 4th place, their final time 3:13.60 for Williams. In 3rd place, their final time 3:12.76 for Chicago. In second place, their time 3:11.63 for MIT. And your national champion in the men's 400 medley relay at 3:11.39, Yuri Koshin, Luis Weeks, Marko Kurtinic, Jordi Dragojevic for Kenyan. Thank you.